Oh my god, it's so cute, guys. This reminds me of the lesbian flag. Oh, this is so cute. Why did I do that? Hi guys, and welcome back to the second part of my huge Monster High back to school haul. In the first video, we already went through a bunch of Monster High diaries, pens, pencils, pencil cases, and other little miscellaneous objects. And today we have a few more stuff that we need to go through. I named this video back to school haul because it's the beginning of September and because most of these stuff were made for children. And specifically for children to take to school. I'm not a child and I don't go to school anymore, but I love Monster High and I love using Monster High things in my everyday life. I prefer to get items that spark joy instead of getting the regular items. That's just how I live. I don't want to influence anyone to do anything. This is just how I like to do things, and then I like to come on my channel and I like to show my community the things that I got. We can have a little chat about them, we can have a little conversation, we can share our opinions, and we can have fun and be cozy and be chill. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into the first item, which is this Monster High water bottle. I was super excited about finding this because I needed a reusable water bottle. I feel like this is the perfect shape and size that can fit into even a smaller bag. Not super small, but something that isn't a backpack. It's the type that comes with a straw, which is my preferred method of drinking from a bottle. And I was also really excited because it's purple and it has two characters who I love, Laguna and Draculaura. And then obviously it says Monster High over here. It's a really cute design. It's exactly the shade of purple, which I love the most. I'm obsessed with this shade of purple and I feel like you can't always find things in purple. It's a little bit harder than, for example, finding pink things. As you can see, I have a pink Halloween blanket because it was easier to find than a purple one. Anyways, so I love this. It's super cute. And yeah, let's move on. Next, just to really stay on the theme of back to school, we have this pencil case. It has Claudine and Draculaura. I needed one of these specifically to put my acrylic pencils in there. I've seen a lot of doll repainters use those pencils to create doll faces, and soon I want to get into doll repainting. So I got those pencils, but they are in a horrible case. It keeps opening and the pencils keep falling out. So I wanted to get one of these specifically because these have these little elastic things where you can put the pencils inside and they're not gonna move. They're not gonna go anywhere. I am gonna keep these pencils because I don't have any colored pencils right now. I have too many hobbies and at some point I've decided that coloring is just not going to be one of my hobbies anymore. And then because I was moving here to Ireland from a different country, I didn't want to keep something that I wasn't using, so I donated all of my pencils to a kindergarten. And they were super happy about it. At least I could do something really nice with the pencils that I didn't need anymore. But now I'm realizing that I'm 100% a DIY girl. Since I do a lot of different crafts, it would be great if I had colored pencils. So I'm really happy that this came with pencils. I know that in general they do it like this because this is supposed to be for children in school. There are certain people in the world who will try to make fun of you for this, but don't be discouraged, because if you want it, if it gives you joy, and if you will use it, you can buy it. Like, just get it for yourself. You know, this reminds me of my early childhood days when I would go to school with something like this every day. And then I feel like as you get older, you end up switching over to one of these. I showed this in my previous video. This is just a big sack that you can throw everything into. But honestly, this is better because in this you can actually organize your things. So if I would have to pick one of these two options for taking my stuff to school, I would probably use this one. I feel like, I'm not sure if it's the same in every country, but I feel like it's kind of a unspoken rule that these are for small kids and these are for bigger kids. And once you become a big kid, you have to bring one of these instead of one of these little organized things. But this is great. So if you want, or if your kid wants this instead of that, don't make the switch, because it's so great to be disorganized, honestly. In general, kids can be all over the place. If at least your pencil case can be organized, then take it. Okay, next we're gonna open one of these mini diary surprises, or I guess we can open both at the same time. Let's open Laguna first, because Laguna is the queen. So these are supposed to have a lot of things, so I'm really excited to see. So I just opened the box. What do you think is under this? If you guessed nothing, then you would be correct. I hate packagings like this, honestly. Like, you think you're getting all of this stuff? No, you're not. Anyways, so the main part of this little package is the tiny diary. I love tiny diaries. Oh my god, it's so cute, guys. I didn't expect the inside to have a design. I don't know why. I just thought that they wouldn't put the effort. But okay, so get ready. This is the outside. Once again, back with the holographic design. I feel like it fits Laguna really well. And then this is the first page, and the last page looks the same. I love it. It's gorgeous. And then every page looks like this, which I for some reason didn't expect. I didn't expect anything inside. I thought this would be empty, and I'm so happy it's not. I've actually been thinking about logging the books that I've been reading, and I know that there are specific diaries for books, but I feel like something like this would be perfect. I could just put the name of the book over here, and then a tiny little description, and then I could put the rating over here. I feel like that would be a really good way of using this tiny diary. Let's see what else is in there. So we got some stickers. They're Laguna themed, obviously. I love it. Next, we have one more little package inside, and then the rest of the box is empty. And we have some more things. I love stationery so much, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. I love stationery. So we have these little clips inside. That's gonna be great for organizing documents. They have this little purple gel pen. This is a really gorgeous shade of purple. I'm really excited about this. I'm glad that they gave purple. I thought with Laguna it would be blue or pink, but I'm really happy about purple because that's my favorite color. So we have this tiny gel pen, and then we have a stamp, which I love collecting stamps. It has a little seahorse. And then it also says 2021 metal. I think it's 2021, but I don't really understand why they need to put the copyright thing inside the stamp. I'm not really sure about what this is. If you guys know what this is, let me know. It has a hole here. It looks like this. Maybe it's like a bookmark for this. But how do I utilize the hole? If you guys know this, let me know what this is for. So that was the first little mini diary surprise, and now we're gonna open the second one, which is Draculaura. Once again, we have the big empty space, and then everything is in here. And I love that for once we don't have the holographic design. We have a very, very different design. Now this one, you could kind of say that it has a alternative touch to it. It's so glittery. So pretty. It has its own special design in the front. This is what Laguna's look like, and this is what Draculaura's looks like. I'm really happy about the detail that they put into this, and then the inside is the same. So if you guys have any suggestions as to what to use these tiny diaries for, let me know in the comments. Again, one I can use for logging the books that I'm reading, but the other one I'm not sure yet, so let me know. So let's see what's in here, because I see something different. This one has a tiny ruler. I mean, it's super tiny. You can only really use it for small crafts or small drawings. It's plastic, but it's very thin plastic. And then it says Draculaura's name on it. I do like that both sides have the design, not only one side. And it's a little, it's not sparkly, but at least shimmery. We have the stickers, mandatory stickers always come with everything. And I'm so happy about that because stickers are the best. And now we're gonna open this, and I'm already seeing this. Guys, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the lesbian flag. Obviously it's missing some colors, but you cannot tell me that this doesn't have the vibe. Like, if I walked into the right space and pulled this out of my purse, I feel like some people would know what's up. I can admit I likes the party. So I love this. This is so incredibly cute, and I'm so happy that they're different. Because I supposed that all packages would have the same things, just in different color, but we already have one difference, because we got the ruler, and then in the other one we got the paper clips and the stamp. And then in this one, once again, we have an eraser. Oh my god, look at it. I'm definitely putting this next to my other trinkets. I said in my last video that keeping erasers and not using them, the problem with that is that eventually they expire, they might get dry and they might discolor, but this is just so cute. And I already have 2 erasers that I can use, so imagine being a kid and going to school and pulling this out of your pencil case when you need to erase something. That would give you so much joy as a kid, I feel like. They have the same thing in here again. So, still no idea what this is for. I would love to get some clues from you guys in the comments. I feel like overall, these packages were really, really great. I feel like you get a lot of things in these and they're all very creative. All packages are at least somewhat unique. They have different designs and each package includes different items, which is great because if you buy all of them, that doesn't mean that you're gonna get the same things over and over and over again. You're gonna get a bunch of different things. And now we are finally reaching the final part of this 2-part series, which is this Monster High magazine that I got. It's in Hungarian, so don't try to read it unless you're Hungarian or you know Hungarian. I don't really want to go through the magazine itself. I'm gonna use it for scrapbooking, so in the future when I make my scrapbooking video, you guys can see how I used these things in the magazine. But I did want to show you guys the poster. So this is the poster that we got inside. It's from the Nickelodeon cartoon that, as far as I know, got cancelled, unfortunately. So yeah, but I will probably take this out and put it on my wall. And it also has a coloring page, which is great, although one of its sides is connected to the poster, so I'm not gonna color that part. Oh, look at that, they got Julia there. I love that. What we're gonna finish this video with is these 2 little packages that came with the magazine. I was super excited to see that the magazine came with 2 gifts. These all look like things that I want to use and will use, so let's just begin with the first one. First, oh, this is so cute. I just wish, like, look, they put a piece of tape on there and now it's stuck on the paper because this is like extremely, I wanted to say that this is paper thin. Yes, paper is paper thin. So they give you a bunch of these papers for notes. I love them so much. These are also amazing for scrapbooking and stuff like that. I really need to stop saying that. I need to stop saying everything obviously is good for scrapbooking. Somebody put me down. Put me down. So I love these. They're really creative and they are really thin, so I have to be careful. And I'm not sure what to do about the tape on the last one, but anyways, and more tape inside. That wasn't very clever of me. But we've got more stickers. We have 3 different types of stamps. Luckily, they're not the same as this one. I was a little worried that I would pull the same things from different packages, but thank God I didn't. So, and these ones don't have the metal copyright thing inside, so that's even better. I think this is for Cleo, because she usually has the diamond. And then this one is for Frankie. And this one is for Draculaura. And we got a tiny pencil. It is Monster High design. You can see the tiny skullets. And then it looks like a starry night sky. Very adorable. And finally, what I'm really excited about is the washi tape. I love washi tape, especially if it's Monster High themed. It can be used for so many different types of creative crafts and customizing certain things. I'm not gonna say the word. And the final thing from here is this box. It's empty, there's no design inside. And it has the Monster High logo on the back and Claudine on the front. Really cute, really great to put. I might actually put all of my stamps inside if they fit. Let's see. Because I will need a space to keep all of my stamps. We can also put these ones from the previous video. And they fit, so it's settled. This is going to be my little stamp box. And finally, we reached the final thing to open today, which is the other gift that comes with this magazine. So we're just gonna start pulling things. Once again, everything is covered in tape. Guys, I have to say the word. I have to say the word. These were made for scrapbooking, okay? We have these stencils, once again, unfortunately covered in tape. Why did I do that? I didn't think that these were so... Like, these are really, really, really thin. I'm gonna try to fix this. Next, we have more stickers. This is a little design book where you can create outfits for the ghouls. So we have Frankie and we have Draculaura. Those are the 2 ghouls who are featured in this little book. That is super amazing, super creative. Well, that's what all of these things are for. These stencils, these prints, you can cut them out and turn them into pieces of clothing, and you can use the stencils to do so. And the stickers as well, they're all for this little design thing. And now I'm so happy that I got the colored pencils in this one, because I can immediately try them out and use them to fill in a page. We've got another pencil. And finally we have this binder, which I was really excited to see if there's anything inside. So you guys can see it first. Nothing. Lovely design, love it. The green background is definitely a choice. They kind of look like they're standing in front of a green screen. And they're not really posing. They're all just like this. So I've seen better G3 designs, that's for sure, but it's still fine. Usually I like green. I just think this specific shade of green, it's really like they started creating the design, but then they were too lazy to finish. So they just left the ghouls not having any specific pose and not having any specific background. But let me know what you guys think about this. And here's the back. And it's empty, but so both sides have pockets. And since I have a lot of random things laying around, little papers, like these ones everywhere, the stencils and stuff like that, I can take everything and organize them in this little binder. So I'm really happy about this. I'm happy that I got a bunch of stuff. And I also got things that I can put them inside. I I need to be organized or I lose my mind. So this was the final thing. I hope I didn't leave anything out. So let me know what was your favorite from this video or the previous video. Do you have any of these things? Have you seen any of these things in stores near you? What's your favorite? What is something that you would love to own? What is something that you might go out and try to find for yourself? I would love to hear your critical opinions about these things. For example, the design of this binder or the design of any other thing that we opened here. I think even if we are Monster High fans, we always have to make sure to be somewhat critical and just have opinions about things. I think having opinions is great. And you know what? I lost the rest of the outro for this video, so I am going to say goodbye by showing you these stamps. This green one, it's almost completely dried out, unfortunately. You can barely see the design. The blue one is good, and then this one is the little bat, and I think we will all agree about the fact that this one is the best one. And for the last one, I wanted to show you guys this. So these were in the first part of this series. And unfortunately, this ink is almost completely dried out as well. I tried pushing as hard as I could, but I could only get to this pigmented. So I feel like originally this was supposed to be more pigmented, but no matter how hard I push, it's quite light and faded. So I think I yapped enough in this video. I'm gonna finish here. I will see you guys in the next one. Next, I'm gonna come back with a video that's gonna be different from what you've seen from me previously. So stay tuned and I will see you guys soon.